When I was a kid, I would spend hours in the sandbox, playing with my toy monster truck, driving through the hills and valleys and fording across garden hose streams to see how far I could get before my truck would get stuck. Imagine if we could do this while exploring Canada's wilderness. See the truck that we're driving from any perspective, inside or outside. Be able to simulate the path that we're taking through unfamiliar terrain with no risk to decide what would be the best path forward. Be able to put on some goggles to see different data layers that you can measure and query, all while collecting massive amounts of data from around Canada's wilderness. And that is what I'm building for my master's research. And as far as I know, there's no one else out there that's doing something similar. In partnership with KXI WillerTech, I'm tackling the challenge of supporting the driver's spatial awareness through Canada's wilderness by finding new ways to visualize, interact, and simulate with real-time data from the sensors mounted on these trucks. To accomplish this, I'll be using 4 tools. Firstly, inexpensive, compact LiDAR. The way that LiDAR works is it emits laser pulses that measure the distance from the sensor to objects. And these LiDAR can emit thousands of these pulses per second in order to create dense 3D point clouds. Secondly, by open source robotics software. I'll build upon others' work in the robotics field. In particular, an important example is the SLAM algorithm, which will allow me to stitch together those LiDAR scans into a larger 3D map. Thirdly, by extended reality or XR. The aim is to create intuitive interfaces in XR that allow us to explore and visualize those complex 3D data sets. I'll be using the Unity game engine in order to create these visualizations. And finally, user testing. Through user testing, I'll verify that what I build will actually contribute to the driver's ability to operate their vehicles. And participants will drive the truck through simulated challenges viewed in virtual reality, iPads, and other screens. So altogether, these technologies have only recently gotten the capability and accessibility necessary for this project. At the same time, though, the $380 billion natural resources sector in Canada demands greater access to and data products of Canada's wilderness. Climate change and other human factors are making wilderness travel more difficult and less predictable. My research is a lot of fun with big toys, but more importantly, my research pushes the tools of environmental science forward in order to make us better prepared for a rapidly changing future. Thank you. Okay.